Hello, hello! Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. So here we are in Tertium. Not exactly where we left off. I did some things between this time and last time, like I ran all across the map and went ahead and filled it out. I did all my roulettes on Dragoon, because I'm keeping it up for a dungeon later on where I want to be DPS. And, yeah, so that's about the size of it. Let's see what these Garleans have in store for the twins, and what the coalition, the Garlemald contingent, has in store for the Garleans. Or is it Iacta? Alia Iacta Est? Because that's a capital I. Asks the eel for further details in those words. Huh. What the fuck does that mean? Well, if I'd brushed up on my Garlean titles and... no, it's the person that ripped their stitches when they got angry at us before. They're gonna suicide mission, aren't they? I could bend you over a crate. Have a good time, you know. I'm wondering if they just got lazy and made them Elizans, because that's the easiest race to make tall and lanky, or if the gear they're wearing, regardless of ear shape, has a defined ear pattern for the fabric, and so minimizing the Elizan ear or whatever, even with like custom ear or something like that, doesn't change the gear piece. Because these are actually, like what Julius is wearing right now, is actually a set we can get in an upcoming place. Also, if I remember right, in something I don't think I showed off in the Let's Play, there's a trial. There was a trial in Stormblood. Oh wait, no, I guess it was in Shadowbringers. But I wanna. But yeah, I do have it actually. Okay, so I did show it. I'll have to go back and look through. But yeah, it's one of the moves that this memory figment of the Emperor Varus uses as an attack. I think it was 2 Magitech sweeps forward with his giant Magitech sword, and then 1 back. And I don't know what it means, but I assume it's Latin. I guess I could look it up. I got my laptop right here. Oh, come on, don't get stuck in stuff. I don't want to fight this shit. De-aggro, please. Thank you. I can just pull my laptop a little bit closer. We'll figure this out. Great location for a quest. Okay, let's see. Leah. I act est. Meaning. The die
This is my
cast.
home. Our home. At least it was until that night. I was with Lord Quintus when the capital fell, and thus spared. My family, who did not own a radio, were less fortunate. When dawn came, I made my way here. My parents, my little brother and sister, they were still inside. But they weren't themselves, and they tried to. And I had to.
Oh man. Dude, he had to kill his whole family.
I had promised to take them away from the capital that very morning, to somewhere safe, to hide until the fighting stopped. I promised.
Good God.
The Garlean flag bears a chain, the bonds between our countrymen. A red link at its center. The blood of the fallen. Our loved ones who lived and died for Garlemald. But if she too fell, who would be left to remember them and their sacrifice? What enduring proof would there be that they were ever here? If we had turned to your gods, would they have saved us?
No, because our gods aren't real.
I'm sorry, forget I spoke. We should go.
The Eorzean gods actually have a lot in common with the Elder Scrolls Aedra.
It's no use.
And the Daedra, come to think of it, because if you do summon one, you know, it kind of turns out bad for you.
Believe me, I do not enjoy being here any more than you. But he wanted us to play along, so that is what we will do. So cold. Painfully so. Unbearably.
I've been thinking about what Quintus said. About why no one would accept Garlean rule. Irreconcilable differences. When coexistence isn't an option, only conquest remains.
That phrase, irreconcilable differences, or anything similar to that, has been coming up in the lore forums a lot recently, and I can't help but think that one of the sides people who always gang up on other people is, you know, thinking the second line, only conquest remains. It's like, you can't conquer people with words, dude.
Varys at Gimlet said much the same. Only by uniting the world beneath a single standard would we rid ourselves of the Ascians. United as one people, one race cleansed of imperfections, a cold and unforgiving vision. And when we fail to live up to their standards, what place is there for us in their world? But the truly sad, truly frustrating thing is how damnably similar it all is to the lofty ideals of Father and the Forum. Non-intervention. Always non-intervention. Protect our knowledge and our people, and to hells with the rest of you. And yet, I can see how it happened. Varys and Father looked to their elders for guidance and took their virtues as their own. But for this world was of their making. In who else could they place their trust? All of us lost in a sea of chaos, searching desperately for purpose and meaning. But it shouldn't just be an extension of another's. It has to be ours. It has to be. We all have a stake in this world. No one should be silenced.
I won't deny that we lack the experience of people such as Father or Quintus. Perhaps they've come to see the world as a series of problems, and the most efficient way of solving them, to reduce everything to fundamental forms. A stone is a stone, a cloud, a flower, no more than that. Simple descriptions that strip the subject of distinguishing characteristics. A man is a man, divided according to race, creed, or allegiance, and to some, defined by such associations.
Is that what you think?
In my misbegotten youth. But what I believed wisdom was no more than aggressive ignorance.
Sort of, but you're only attacking it from one angle. Don't get too lofty here, scriptwriter, otherwise your ideas will fall flat.
I've since learned to look beyond the banners and the politics. To see people as individuals with their own hopes and dreams. As for my dream of building a better world, well, every day I'm reminded that it is far more complex than I had ever imagined. But it only spurs me onward, to find the wisdom and the strength to see it through to the very end.
All of our supplies and an immediate withdrawal. These are your conditions?
Demands. And you forgot about the airship. Once again, you will leave one behind. It will be used to return the prisoners. Their collars will be removed prior to the exchange.
I think that he talks so boldly because he's, you know, this guy has literally killed he had to kill his entire family because they got tempered. And so he probably doesn't give a fuck about how irrational he sounds, because if he stops to think about anything else other than just like being a tool for Quintus right now, he's gonna fucking break down.
So in the end, not even Father's expertly worded rhetoric could deter you from your chosen course.
Huh?
Not that I thought for a moment that it would. I've no love for violence, of course, but ours is a cause worth fighting for. I just wish he'd realize it too.
I have no love for violence, of course. Says the woman who literally leapt from the top of the rising stones so she could go kill some hippogriffs. Please keep your characters consistent, Square. Also, Fortunalt's rhetoric wasn't expertly worded. It was expertly hot-headed and condescending.
Sometimes the only way to protect the ones you love is to take a stand. To refuse to suffer in silence. I want you to know I share your conviction. Whether it be on the battlefield or in the debating chamber, I won't back down. I guess what I'm saying is...
You've found your own reason to fight.
She found that all the way back in Coil in 2.5 or 2.4, whatever it was.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Please stop rehashing the twins every other expansion.
God's willing, there will come a day when we can finally lay down our arms, and there will be peace.
No, there won't. This is a game about fighting.
But not until the Telophoroi have been defeated once and for all.
And which bad guy comes after them?
And you, brother, will have a vital part to play. By your words and deeds, you'll lead the way.
I pray I am up to the task.
There'll always be naysayers. Those who think us fools for even trying. It's easy for learned elites to criticize earnest efforts and assert their moral superiority, all without offering alternatives. Not that their sophistry has ever wounded you. So stubborn and strong. Stronger than you even know. Don't ever change, you hear me? If you stumble, I'll be there to catch you. Or give you a thick ear. Maybe both, for good measure.
Thank you, Alice.
Oh yeah.
The scouts have secured Alize and Alphino. Their collars were removed without complication as well. They report no casualties, not for their party nor the guards, who will wake from their premature slumber in due course.
It would appear the situation has changed. I propose new terms. We have information that will be of great interest to Lord Quintus, and I wish to speak with him in person.
No. In the event you rejected our first proposal, we came prepared with a second.
Sorry about the delay there. I'm very tired and I nearly passed out.
Ambush!
More are coming! Make ready!
Dude, those things are gonna run out of ceruleum in like 5 minutes.
The loyal soldiers of the First Legion, proud servants of Garlean, of the fallen Emperor Varys, shall safeguard these lands from the barbarian hordes until our countrymen return! Stop, both of you!
This child may be the worst emissary I have ever seen.
We received an urgent communication from the Grand Company of Eorzea. Envoys from the Imperial Army, led by members of the 10th Legion, came to Alamigo and requested an audience. They explained that their efforts to coordinate the reclamation of the capital with the aid of the 4th, 5th, 8th and 12th had ended in failure. Communication between most legions has broken down entirely. Most of the 10th's conscripts have deserted, leaving their forces severely depleted. That is why, unable to continue the fight on their own, they and their allies turned to the Grand Company of Eorzea for aid.
Lies! Every word!
It is the truth, and I have not finished. The 10th has requested that we deliver a message to Lord Quintus. Have the ill stand down.
You have been listening, my lord? What are your orders?
Inform her that we will honor the 10th's decision. Bereft of hope, and now dignity. I release you from your duty. All of you. I take solace, your radiance, in the knowledge you are not here to witness our debasement. 'Twas a grand, glorious dream we shared. Of a world united, of peace and prosperity. We are ghosts, you and I, memories of days gone by. Bonds forged in blood that I will not see tarnished.
He's got a revolver. Russian roulette?
Quickly! We have to reach the station before it's too late.
If there is still a chance that Quintus will agree to a truce, we must take it.
I just hope we get there before he and his men do something rash.
Too late. Oof. Forged in blood, alright. Damn. As someone who tried to commit suicide once, and failed, the guy definitely was committed. Ugh, gotta go across the entire ice field now. I didn't get all the Aether Currents here. I got all the ones in Thavnir that aren't quested. While I was waiting on a BPS queue on Dragoon, but I ran out of things to queue for, so I didn't bother after that. Also, apologies if you hear my mic wire continually scraping the mic a bit. I can't seem to get it to uncurl today. It's taken to curling. It's made it fairly difficult to someday we'll be able to use the Aetherite up here, but I imagine by the time that we can, it will barely matter. If I can manage to stay awake for it, I'm going to try to push this episode out to an hour, possibly more, depending on exactly where the cutscenes land us. Partially, though, I really need to fix my sleep schedule. I got tired around midnight the last couple of nights that I had off work, and I just went to bed, and then I woke up at like 6 or 7 a.m. and stayed up afterwards and didn't go back to sleep. And so then I got tired by midnight again. It's the third night that that's happened, but I've managed to stay awake watching movies with my girlfriend. Oh god, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Free to choose, huh? Actually, I don't think I can make it to a full hour. I think I might actually have to go ahead and stop. It won't be the first time a episode in the Let's Play has been short, but oh man, I can't even make commentary at this rate. We just pop down here into the we're already technically in the sanctuary. So oh, really sorry, but that's that for now. God, I wanted to go a little bit further, but I'll go further next time. So, thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a great day. I'll see you again. I'll yawn less maybe and make more commentary. Thanks for watching.